Amoka had lived with her husband Tony in New York for 8 years. People knew them as the perfect couple, elegant, quiet, faithful. Amoka, now 38, had an accident 3 years ago and was believed to be blind ever since. She wore dark shades, walked with careful steps, and never looked anyone in the eye. But what no one knew, not even her husband, was that Amoka could still see. She had recovered most of her sight a year after the accident, but never told anyone. Because she needed to know the truth. For months, whispers had reached her. "Madam, your husband they do things oh. When you travel, he know they sleep alone." At first, she prayed. Then she observed. She noticed how Tony's tone had changed. How he'd leave home for meetings that never ended. And one day, she overheard him on the phone. "Tony," whispering, "I'll get you that perfume, just keep being sweet for me." That night, she made her decision. The maid from Calabar. She hired a young, attractive housemaid, Blessing, 20, from Calabar. From day one, Blessing came in like a wave, polished nails, tight tops, short skirts, glossy lips. But Amoka said nothing. Amoka was smiling, with glasses on. "Help with cleaning and cooking. I'll be in my room most times. I don't see much, but I hear well." Within a week, Blessing stopped acting like a maid. She no longer washed clothes. She walked past Amoka like she didn't exist. And Tony. He changed. He started buying Blessing clothes, perfume, even jewelry. Tony, to Amoka. "The girl looks neat, let her dress well now. It makes the house feel brighter." He began calling her to his room even when Amoka was there. And they would kiss quietly, believing the blind wife couldn't see. Amoka sat there, still. Unmoving. Watching it all. Blessing soon became bold. She would sit on the couch like the madam. Argue with Amoka like an equal. Blessing. "Madam, I'll cook later. I'm tired." Tony, laughing. "Leave her, Jay, she's like family now." One Saturday morning, Amoka heard them giggling from the room, her own bedroom. The door was closed. Her hands shook, but her face stayed calm. That evening, Tony came home with shopping bags for Blessing. Amoka had reached her limit. She walked into the living room, stood tall, and took off her glasses for the first time in 3 years. Tony froze. Blessing turned pale. Amoka, calmly. "I see everything. I've seen it for months. The gift. The kisses. Even the lies whispered in my presence." Tony, stammering. "Wait, Amoka, you're not blind." Amoka, family. "I was blind. But not from the accident. I was blind from trusting you." Blessing, trembling. "More, I didn't know." Amoka, interrupting. "You knew. But you thought I was powerless. You thought blindness meant weakness." Amoka packed a bag for herself, not out of fear, but clarity. She didn't shout. She didn't burn clothes or fight. She left with her dignity. Because some betrayals don't need revenge. They speak loudest when exposed in silence.